didn't we? Anyway, we read this Macbeth thing and we thought it was smashing, didn't we?
Oh, fabulous.
We realised straight away here was a play of amazing depth and subtlety.
A masterpiece of poetic and psychological drama, Norman.
Yes. So we've decided to do it for you. And now, mind you, it does have its faults. No, I mean, credit where credit's due. It's a rattling good story. But, I mean, we thought there were one or two things needed improving, didn't we, Elsie?
Well, for a start off, it's far too long.
That's right. I mean, if we were to do it the way William wrote it, we'd still be here after the pub shut. You'll find out that next week when you go to the rep. And there's no sense in that, is there? Now, there is a reason it's too long, isn't there, Elsie?
Too much poetry.
Poetry. Not that we're against poetry. In its proper place.
Hey, I love Pamela.
Oh, but William just gets carried away a bit, doesn't he? Tell you what, we'll give you a for instance. We'll give them that bit we were looking at the other day, King and Banquo.
Shall I be the king?
Yes. Here we go, you'll see what I mean.
Right, king. Here we go. This castle has a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
Banquo. This guest of summer, the temple-haunting martlet does approve by his loved mansionry that the heaven's breath smells wooingly here. No jutty, freeze.
Duty-free?
No. Jutty, freeze. Buttress nor coign of vantage, but this bird hath made his pendant bed and procreant cradle, where they most breed and haunt. I have observed the air is delicate.
It's too long.
It is, isn't it? Far too long. Now, how that bit should really go is this.
Nice castle, this Banquo.
Aye, good bird nesting country and all. Yes, Steve. Snappier. More punchy. I've actually had to do quite a lot of rewriting. As those of you who are familiar with the play will realise. Not that I should think many of you lot are. But I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out, though, aren't I, love?
Now, Norman, stop trying to hide your light under a bushel.
Oh, hello. You look lost. Welcome to the Burnham Avenue. We saw you creeping in there. There's a couple of seats on the mantelpiece up there. What are your names, by the way?
Simon.
Simon and...
Jill.
Simon and Jill, hello. Where have you come from?
Down the road.
Down the road. Staying in to watch Family Fortunes, did you? Yeah, I haven't missed anything. We're just filling in until you got here. So we'll have you on stage during the interval, writing your little essay. Why we were late. No, we were just saying this Macbeth thing. It's overwritten, isn't it? But I've done quite a bit of rewriting, and I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out, aren't I?
I know. You see, Norman is no stranger to the world of literary endeavour. He's had several articles published in the Pigeon Breeders' Gazette. Haven't you, love?
Oh, well, I have.
And another thing, there's far too many people.
Oh, you're joking, love. It's almost full.
No!
Simon and Jill are here.
Not in here. I meant in the play.
Oh,
There's too many people in it. I mean, there's 3 witches. Have a look. I mean, what do you need 3 for?
Well, that's probably something to do with the witches' union. Demarcation. You know, one for spells, one for prophecies, and one for general cackling.
Anyway, there's far too many. I mean, the way William wrote it, you'd need a theatre of actors to do it.
Aye.
You'd hardly be able to do it in the living room at all.
No, so we decided to chuck out all those extra people. I mean, happened as not, William only put them in because Uncle Walter or some such wanted a part. And then once he got one, Auntie Ethel wanted one, and then the steward at the British Legion. I mean, why else would he write in characters called a Scotch doctor?
We're not having Uncle Walter in it, are we?
You what? Of course not, you know who's in it. There's only us in it. Oh, now, I know what you're thinking. Even with all William's relations thrown out, there's still more than 2 people in Macbeth. Well, you'd be right.
You see, we thought if we had other people in, they'd all be complaining over who had most lines and fighting because we had best costume change.
Yes, dressing rooms, wigs, makeup, a lot.
Well, I know, we're like in the last play we're in.
That were Romeo and Juliet, weren't it, at Hinkley Road School for Girls?
That's right. I played First Capulet Servant.
Oh, she was wonderful.
Mind you, I should have been Romeo if it hadn't been for that Nora Sedgwick. smarming around the teacher. Nasty little minx.
Elsie, look, calm down. What with the duster now?
Anyway, Norman and me decided that we play all the parts ourselves. What with our previous theatrical experience and all.
Yes.
No. We're in his regimental production of the Rocky Horror Show. When you were in the territorials, weren't you?
Oh, that's right. Let's do the time warp again.
So don't be deceived to thinking there's lots of other people in it. Because you probably will be when you're watching it. On account of our startling character changes. No, it's just Norman and me, amazing as it may seem.
Yes, well, I think I've got the general picture, love. I think we're about ready to start. We'll skip that witch bit at the beginning.
I like that bit.
They've already seen that. Go on, you go upstairs. Make yourself pretty. Take some makeup off or something. Go on. Right, I'll just explain a bit about the play before we start. Well, for a start, it's all about Scotland. Well, it stands to reason, doesn't it? I mean, if it had been about England, it'd have just called it Beth, wouldn't he? Now, well, he would. Now, at the start of the play, At the start of the play, the King of Scotland's armies, his name's Duncan, has just had a... Well, all right, they're a Christmas present. The King of Scotland's armies, his name's Duncan, has just had a bust-up with the King of Norway and some bloke called MacDonald. But you don't need to worry about them. They all get bumped off before the play starts. It's handy, really, isn't it? Now, Macbeth has done... Where are we? Macbeth has done rather well in the fighting, and in the first scene, I play a soldier. Well, actually, William calls him a bleeding captain. But I think the least said about that, the better. Right. Watch it.
Okay. It's a broad brick moonlight night and eight. Bootsman. There was a soldier, a Scottish soldier, who wandered far away and soldiered far away. There was none bolder with big
The King of Scotland!
Now then, our Captain, what's doing today? I hear there's been trouble with the King of Norway.
Oh, there has that, Your Highness, and MacDonald as well. But good old Macbeth has been giving 'em hell. MacDonald played lousy, he never scored once. But good old Macbeth caught him offside and cut off his bunts. Him and that Banquo, they'd fair made you laugh. They're all over Norway as well, second half.
Do you mean that we've won then? Is that what you mean?
Oh, we have that, Your Highness.
I must tell the Queen.
Got the picture, have you, girls? You got 2 hours of this, right. Now, you would have noticed that scene was done in poetry. Now, it's not actually William's poetry, no. No, I wrote that. Well, I mean, meaning no disrespect of a lad, his poetry's not up to much, is it? Most of it doesn't even rhyme, right. Next scene, on the heath.